bitches.
Okay, it's recording now. Alright, we're back on the Taha station.
Wait, is this how you guys set it up?
Yeah, we're back on Taha station. We have a guest today. It's Jack.
Hi guys.
It's Pokemon Kyoto with the sky. Hi, I'm Simon. I'm Daimo.
I'm Jack.
I'm the Homo sapien.
Oh, you got your bead.
No.
Ew, it fell out your mouth.
I remember last time I wanted to think of a new name, and I never fucking thought of one.
It's okay.
Silver
man.
Top 99.
I'll think of it in this one. No, we not.
You can think about it for a
I ain't
while.
going with that.
You can think about it for a while.
And I'm the host,
Famous
Big
Max.
Boy Dark Nasty.
Famous Max.
Yeah, actually, yeah, Famous Max. Good job,
Famous
Jack.
Max.
There we go. Easy.
It's a Baxter.
Famous
Maxter.
Maxter, Famous Max, aka
Little Macy
Max,
fries,
Max.
little taco time.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Little fool.
Little foo.
Little foo. And then Homo sapien, you want to try?
Yeah, man, I'm always here, man. We can talk about injuries as kids. Like, I could tell you for sure, when I was like...
What's
Yeah.
the grossest thing you've ever eaten?
Wait, let's
Probably-
do the injury one first.
No, injury is good.
Yeah, go for it.
The worst thing that happened to me is when I played football that one year, when I tore my skin off my hand because someone threw me too hard, like skidded across the turf.
Nice.
That was the worst. And I just had to wrap my hand up.
Damn,
Or figure it.
that's not shit, man.
Yeah, it
When
was
I
not shit. I have not gone through anything in terms of pain. I mean, I had a surgery once, but that.
Dude, I'll say mine fast. I was in 3rd grade, and I was playing Star Wars, like pretend Star Wars, with my friends on the playground. And I was running, like, I don't know.
He's running about like 50 miles per hour probably across.
There's this monkey bars in the middle of the playground. They're just metal, and there was like this like it connected with like a screw, and it was cemented over. And like I was running and looking behind me at the same time, and when I turned my head exactly into the bolt, so I just hit the upper left part of my scalp, like my forehead, and I hit it super hard, and then I just remember blacking out.
I did the same shit.
Yeah, dude, I woke up to like looking at my blood on wood chips.
That's
And then
fucking fire.
and then everybody on the playground, every single kid was like, oh. And then the nurse fucking carried me to her office.
Yeah.
And my head, they were cleaning my head. They're like, what day is it? What day is it? I'm like, it's this day. What's your name? Oh, this is my name. And then they
Ever since
fucking.
then,
Like, what's the last thing you remember? And you're like,
nothing was the same since
Pokemon Kyoto with the biscotti.
Dude, it was so funny. This girl came into the nurse's office. My head hurts. I'm like, yeah, bitch,
You're like,
me
shut up.
too. And then I had to go home. And then I
And you
went
got to play hella video games because you didn't have to go to school.
dude.
It's Pokemon Kyoto with the biscotti.
I went to the doctor's office, and they're like, if you throw up, they give me like throw up pans. They're like, it says you might throw up because the swelling might touch your brain.
That's
Because the
fucking
swelling
scary.
is bigger. They're telling me that because it looked like a fucking like a giant like a fruit on my head. That's how fucking.
That's
fat
what
it
I
was.
got.
And,
It's like in the anime when they got like the
Yeah,
big
goose egg.
It's like the real
ball sack
Or
on
like in
their
an
head.
anime, like in old cartoons. You know?
Yeah, man. And then I went, and then I threw up twice. I threw up twice at these pans. And I went to the ER, and then they looked at me and they said I was fine. And they're just like, don't run for like 2 weeks. And
My two cousins
Sorry.
were playing on this playset that they have. The cousin on the top of the ladder thing, it could like swivel up and down.
Yeah.
And my cousin was on the ladder and he had his hand in the hinge area. And she fucking like picked it up and dropped it, and his finger like literally broke off.
Oh, what?
Yeah, his
my
finger
God.
broke off, and they had to reattach it onto his
Jesus
finger.
fucking Christ.
Yeah, and I also remember in school, this kid jumped off of like a really high part of the playground onto concrete. He slammed his knee and broke it, and every kid was saying, "They're gonna amputate it. They're gonna pour salt on it. They're gonna pour salt on it and then amputate it."
Oh my
And I was
god,
like-
why would they do that to him?
and then freaking out everybody else. They're gonna amputate it.
No.
Like an extreme over exaggeration of what was even happening.
Oh god.
That's fucked.
You guys want some?
But I had
Oh, wait.
something like where I smashed my head into a bowl, and it was on field day, so it was like the last day of school.
Yeah, I remember Phil Good.
And I spent the entire rest of field day in the fucking office with this big ass like fooly cooly lump on my forehead.
That's ass.
Coolie,
That sucks,
coolie.
man.
Yeah.
Coolie coolie.
Okay,
What about you, Dynamo?
I don't have any injuries, but I have a story to tell where in elementary school, this fucking kid tripped this little girl and she slid across the concrete on her chin. And I remember I saw her, it was like you could see like the fat, like the flesh hanging out of her.
Oh man.
And like I just remember seeing that, I was like, wow, and I was like, dude, that even like at a young age, I was like, bro, I'm trying to fight this guy for like, he tripped her for like no fucking reason.
Yeah,
Damn.
kill that kid.
He needs to get his ass. You know who it was?
No, I don't remember.
Oh,
I wish I
shit.
knew.
Expose
Yeah,
him.
dude,
He's a
we would go
good
and rob him now.
But for
Wrong.
real, get a
Yeah,
chill
bro,
on
dude.
him.
Taha Game
This little
Podcast is
girl,
not
like,
afraid
it was
to
fucking,
kill
like,
you.
It was so fucked up. It was like
No
flashing.
cap.
Goddamn.
You have an injury, dude?
I have like a lot, but okay. There's one thing. I remember in like 5th grade, I was riding my like shitty little bike in the backyard, and I was doing like all these little tricks that I knew on my bike. Like, I did this thing where like you hit the front brake and you go up in the back. You know,
Oh,
you like
pop
do that.
the- yeah,
Yeah,
like
you
with
like
the
pop the
nollie?
back up. Yeah, or whatever it was. Like
You
you
pop in a molly.
you stop and then you go up and back down. I did that, and then I did it, and then I fell really hard onto like the seat, and I like fucked up my tailbone. So then for like 2-3 months in school, I had to sit on this like this little cushion.
That is so.
But I had to sit
embarrassing.
where
That's
like
fucked.
I couldn't sit like slouching back, so I had to have like straight posture. But like it was such straight posture to a point where it was like I was like riding a dick. Like I was sitting. I don't know how to explain it, but I was sitting like with my back hollowed, like on the very tip of like my ass. Like I don't know.
Dude,
but
that's fucked up
that
too,
was
because you don't
pretty
even
gay.
use your tailbone. That's
That
a
was-
residual
that-
trait.
that was-
You don't
that's
need
wild.
that shit.
But another injury.
That sucks.
Bro, I don't know how wild I'm trying to go. Like I don't know if I'm trying to
Dude, it doesn't
expose
matter.
myself.
I'm
Bro,
censored, X-rated. Let's go.
I remember like in like okay, do you guys know like with your dick like
I know.
okay, listen,
Do
alright,
it.
y'all, I need y'all to help me out though. So like
Okay,
with your
well.
dick, like do you know how who here's circumcised? Just throw hands up.
Looks like
That's
Everybody in the
it?
club.
That's it? No fucking way.
Yeah,
dude, we're the only ones with parents.
Bro,
going out
what
to-
I can
I know, dude. Why would you put that shit on?
I have so much sensitivity.
Yeah, me
Bro,
too,
what
dude.
the Taha game is the most uncircumcised podcast on the internet.
Dude, honestly, no, the sensitivity is a curse. It kind of hurts sometimes. Like if it's
Bro, get over it, bro.
Hold me.
Bro, your
It
shit is
not
hurts.
natural, G.
Your shit is weird.
Shut up, bro.
My shit pulled back from day one. Fine.
Nah, I had to train one.
No, but I remember in
As a
like
training.
I was probably in like
Real ones though.
I was super young, probably like 1st grade or some shit.
And some dude circumcised
Like
you?
no, like my dick. I think I don't know what happened, but I had some kind of like injury on my dick at like a young ass age, and like it was like my dick tip like swelled up purple,
Oh, what?
and like I think the part where you like pull. I feel like I wasn't circumcised correctly or some shit.
Yeah.
And so like it was like,
Oh, the frenulum.
bro, I don't know.
It's the
Yeah.
part that looks like a weird like cleft lip.
Yeah.
Underneath your dick.
Well, like the part where like
Oh, that part looks gross.
I remember
Yeah, it looks
I
like a doom
remember
monster.
Yeah, it looks
I remember
nasty.
like the skin. You know how like a circumcised you can pull down the skin all the way and it's just the skin and then the dick.
Yeah.
My shit was still kind of connected a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn.
So like
Okay.
it first kind of tore and pulled down, and so that's where I got like a sore and like an infection or some shit.
Yeah.
So I went to the doctor and he had to like,
What is this?
bro,
Baby dick
I've
infections.
never thought, like I've just remembered this. I don't know how, but like I had to like, it slowly like pulled all the way down like around. So like now my dick's fine.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna say, is your dick
it
okay?
wasn't some STD type shit. Like I've gotten
He was in
tested.
2nd grade. He was not getting
Yeah,
top.
I was not getting. No, but I mean, it wasn't anything sus. Like, but I just know that like my dick, I feel like was circumcised wrong, and so
Dude,
like
yeah.
it just hurt because
Dude,
like
sue that fucking.
it like once it like got pulled down all the way around, like and it healed, it was fine. But fuck the doctor, whoever snipped my dick can
Sue
suck
that
my
motherfucker,
fucking
bro.
dick.
Get
Yeah,
that check.
yeah.
Get that
For
check,
real,
bro.
bro.
Yo, listen to
Fuck
this,
them,
man.
bro.
This is from the Taha Gang podcast. Do not circumcise your kids. From the statistics here, we know that 1 in 5 men have fucked up circumcision.
Yes,
For
If you
facts.
want your son to fuck
Dude,
good,
That's a study.
If you want your family name to live on, then don't snip your kid's dick.
One out of 5
Yeah.
people get their dick fucked up by circumcision.
Yeah, man.
My dick's fine.
Yeah, if you're uncircumcised and you pull
My
back the
dick is
skin, if
fine
somebody
too.
looks
My
at it,
dick
you
is
can feel it. That's
Me
how
too,
sensitive
bro.
it's
I have-
Don't get any wrong ideas, bro.
Jack
I
is a fucking
swear.
STD.
Yeah, but why would you even circumcise your kids though?
For
Like,
cleanliness.
No, that's
I
not
have
the
a
real
story,
reason, bro.
I have a story.
Bro,
I
you
remember-
guys' dicks have turtlenecks. And
I
shit.
was
That's
gonna
weird.
tell you guys-
It's just a
When it's soft.
tradition kind of thing.
I told you guys to remind me.
That's cute.
I told you guys to remind me about this, but
What?
I have to remind myself. I told Victor to sign it.
Wait, I'm not done with the
You
dick
have to
shit.
if you have
Fine,
to wash
okay,
your
do
dick,
your
bro.
dick shit.
If you don't wash your dick, yo, have you guys ever taken fish oil?
No.
Does fish oil make your dick smell bad?
I used to take it all the time when I was younger, but not anymore.
Like I took it.
I take it
I
every
remember
day,
like
my dick
I remember
smells.
like about a year or like half a year ago. I took it for like a couple days and then it made my dick smell weird. But now I take it every day and it doesn't do that. So I don't know what it
Your dick was
was.
staying.
Maybe. Bro, why am I exposing my dick right now, bro?
It seems like it.
It's just like
What happened to you, man?
You know, like how dippers
That's
put
what happens on the
the
Taha Gang podcast.
the
Dicks get
dip
exposed.
Yo, I'm gonna tuck.
Yes.
You guys should tuck some dip
he's
in your
putting
dick.
fish. Yeah, he's
I put
putting
some
fish.
dick in my dick for me and I spray with my clip.
Dude, you're ingesting your fish oil wrong. You're putting it
My dick smells like some
under
fish
your.
oil.
Wait, you don't have.
No.
Oh.
I went off.
TikTok.
Dude, okay, so like, you know when you're yelling and you have to pull back your dick because it'll get
Bro,
stuck?
I got a dick story that's
No,
crazy.
bro, I don't get that. That's
Bro,
the thing. That's
bro,
the thing.
I don't get how you
No,
can
no, no,
always
no.
play
So,
with
okay,
I got
so,
another
like,
one,
so
bro.
like,
Sam's
the
dick skin is too
the
loose.
foreskin
bro. You
can
gotta work
like
for it.
fuse
Nah,
to your
go
head
ahead.
of your penis, and I was like 13 and I didn't figure that out, and my
Yes,
mom was
yes.
like
Yes.
taking like, hey, doctor, can we go outside? And my mom recently told me this, like, she would ask the doctor, is my son jacking off? Is he masturbating? Like, why isn't his dick pulling back?
What the hell?
I'm sure he's masturbating.
Yo.
And, like, I didn't figure out how to masturbate until I was like 13, like late 13.
Oh, that's weird.
So my dick was fused forever,
Oh my God,
and like the
this guy-
first time I had it ripped back, it hurt so bad.
Yo.
This is what I don't get, bro. I've never had that before. My dick has always been like my dick is on some 10 out of 10.
Bro, so I
perfect
feel
shit.
Sam got a big dick, bro, and I just know.
Pause.
No,
bro.
it's
What
not
the
about it's about functionality.
I know Sam has a big dick. I've never seen it.
He
I
just got
don't
that
know for
energy.
sure. I just know Sam has
You're
a big
playing
dick.
yourself so much.
Bro, I'm exposed. If anyone, like. Bro, I'm exposed. No, let me expose myself even more, bro.
No, God. Okay.
I remember one time I was in like 4th grade or some shit, and like,
Krister.
what? No, I don't know if it was 4th grade. It was like the age, like, either before junior high or like early junior high, when you get a fuck ton of random boners and you like can't control
Oh, yeah,
them
yeah.
like whatsoever.
Yeah, I was
You
got
know
those-
when you like, you can't.
And then
do any-
Krister came up with this plan.
No, do not.
Why Kristen?
Don't stop saying his fucking name. Oh my God.
I don't know what Kristen.
Dude, okay, so what happened?
People are gonna assume some shit now, bro.
Yeah.
What happened, Christian?
Okay. So I remember like I was at the doctor's for a checkup, and it happened, and I was like, oh my dick
no,
is-
dude,
it's like it's the kind of
sucks.
like it was so hard where it like hurt, and I was like, you know when they're like. The nurse comes in and then the nurse leaves. They're like, "Oh, like the doctor will be in with you shortly," and then they leave, right?
You're like, oh.
And then right when she left, I remember just being there like, "Oh fuck, like I gotta fix this boner, bro," because I knew they were about to like check my balls. So I was like, I'm so hard, and so I went to the bathroom and like tried to get it down, but I was like, I couldn't. So I remember,
Just imagine you
I have
laying
a-
your dick on the seat and punching it.
Like, stop being a
literally beat my knee, bro.
Fucking stop!
I would discipline my dick. No, but what happened was the guy was like, "Pull your pants down," and I had a boner.
Fuck that.
Hell yeah.
Oh my my god! And I just remember feeling. I was
What
like,
do you do? Suck
I was like, he thinks I'm gay. Like, bro, it doesn't matter now, but I still think about it. I'm like, I actually had a fucking.
That's such
He
a
had to touch
crazy
some.
moment.
Bro, think about it. Like those dogs have to touch children's like balls. That's so sad.
I remember like 2 years
If the
ago.
wrong person gets that job, then like they like.
Bro.
That's fucked
just
up.
being a
Whoa, I never thought of
I
that.
think, okay, being a
That's
doctor, you're
fucked
prepared
up.
to, like, examine people's bodies.
Well,
but, like,
yeah, but, like-
imagine pulling a kid's pants down.
And he has
dude,
a
fuck
hard-
A
that.
little fucking hard on.
Yeah, hell no, I'm not
And you
pulling-
gotta examine that shit.
You gotta examine some
Bro,
kid with
Yo,
a hard
that
on.
would suck.
I couldn't do anything about it though. I was like, fuck, like.
I feel like to him,
Did you say sorry?
Sorry. I was just sorry. Oh hell.
I remember I was checking dick for dick cancer 2 years ago, and they
What?
They brought in two.
What?
Is this supposed to be testicles?
I didn't know what it was. It was
Dick
like a weird
cancer.
white dot.
My
on
dick got
cock.
cancer smoking
You know
on
what?
hand.
Okay.
And
Jeez,
two doctors came in and they were trying to check my like dick for cancer, and I had my pants down, and he looked at it and he said, "You're fine." I was like, "Oh, I thought I had cancer," and my dick was still out, and he gave me a big old pat on the back, and he's like,
Your
"You're
dick
gonna live another day,
Your
buddy."
dick jiggled.
And I was like, "All right, I'm putting this back."
Dude, I don't know if anybody else has had this, but I had this thing where like I really thought like something was fucked up. Cause like my balls started hurting sometimes.
Yeah.
And then like because there's this lump in there, and I was like, dude, what the fuck
No,
is this?
I feel like I've had that before.
And
That's
then
crazy.
and then I almost, this girl tried. Okay, this is a whole different story, but this girl that I was fucking with had chlamydia, and she was like trying to like force herself on me, and like my dick was out, and she was like touching her lips on my dick, and she had chlamydia, and I was like,
Oh my god.
I was like holding her off with all my force.
Bro, that's a section.
Whoa, that's a
That's
whole
a different story for a
That's
different
taking
time.
advantage.
I remember you came over, we were hitting the bong, and then 2 hours later you were like, "Oh yeah, I kissed someone, or I got chlamydia on my lips," and I was like, "Dude, I just hit the same bong
Why
as
I
you."
don't remember this, dude.
My bong got chlamydia.
But like,
Really?
basically, I had this like, I thought that I had like something bad, so I told my mom, and we did this really awkward interview, like video interview with a doctor, where I was like, and then
Skype
this is
the
when
doctor,
I realized this thing is
arrange a
fucked.
physical over the Skype.
Because they're like, I was trying to figure out if I was okay, and this doctor's like, we can't talk like this if he has an STD. This might, because it becomes a state issue. I'm like, what?
What?
I was like, what do you mean, dude? I just want to be okay. And then, so I went to this like radiologist,
Oh my god.
and they did an ultrasound of my fucking balls,
That's hot. That's fire. as
and
fuck.
Awesome.
and they put this
That
warm,
is awesome.
they
Oh,
put
the
this
jelly?
warm gel on my balls,
Oh,
and I just had this towel over my dick.
Nice.
And it was this girl, and she was just rubbing this like, it looked like a deodorant thing on my balls. And then I was
You
just
were
like,
like,
looking at the screen. I was looking at the
shit.
inside of my own balls
Oh
on
my
the screen.
That's
in this
that's gotta
Were
be
your
someone's
legs up?
fetish.
Yeah, dude, my legs were up.
Like-
my
Yeah, they
like-
have
like
us holding it like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Were you like that? Were you
What's
doing
that
it like
position?
that?
What's that position?
Okay, no.
Where you hold your legs behind your neck.
It's
I
like
put my legs
it's like
behind my head.
missionary,
Yeah.
but when you lift the girl's
Dr. Gunn.
legs over your shoulders, kinda.
Dude, no, I was
visual
laying down.
description.
I was laying down, dude. And they checked it, and they're like, yeah, it's fine. It's just veins. They're just gonna get caught for sometimes. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then I pissed in this thing, and they're like, oh, you don't have any STDs. I'm like, oh, all right, chill. And
Chill.
but we still don't use
Poor
condoms though.
Oh my god.
Bro, get out. No,
Dude, I have to. Okay, but this is what I'm
Facts,
thinking, bro.
though.
This is kind of personal, but condoms suck, bro. Like I
No,
can't
no,
fucking, I can't fucking
way.
get hard in a
Wholeheartedly.
condom.
Dude, sometimes I jack off with a condom.
I can't get hard with the condom. When you put that shit on me, it's just like, what is going on? My dick's like, I don't. This is not a pussy, bro. Get this shit out of here, and it just gets soft.
I dig condoms.
So I feel like I'm gonna have to go to one of those gas stations and buy one of those blue rhino pills, just to be able to use a condom on a girl.
Oh yeah, we were talking about this last week.
Yeah, dude. I feel like I need to use those blue rhino pills if I wanna like.
I love the
You know.
fucking
I've
pictures
never
they put on
tried
those.
those.
They always have some like distorted girl with like screaming on the background of the,
Oh yeah.
like a
yeah.
PNG of a girl like oh, losing her mind.
I wanna,
Do they have?
I wanna use that as like album art.
Yeah.
That'd be fine.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
okay.
Dick pill.
Not going off of the topic, but I do have the story. So, this story, oh god, this involves Mormon people. So there was like a time where, I don't like to answer my door, you know, like because most of the time when I would answer my door growing up, it was fucking solicitors.
And child services, right?
No,
I remember that shit, dude. I remember when fucking the child protective services used to come to your house.
Yeah.
And you used to be like, don't answer the door, dude.
Bro, that shit sucks.
Okay. Anyways. So people would come to my door. I didn't like to answer the fucking door. But one time I did, because I thought it was like my mom or something. Like, I was like, oh, did I lock the door?
You thought wrong, bro.
No. So I look.
The one time you answered the door.
My door has like a window in it, so you can look in when someone walks up. And so I look in, and it's like two dudes. It's like ties.
The Mormon guys?
And I was like, these are fucking Mormons, dude.
He just walked back away.
No, I'm like 14, I think. I was like 14. So I open the door, and I'm like, hey, what's up? And blah, blah. And like, they just kind of suck me into the conversation, and I'm like, I got hooked. Like, they just put me in. It was so basically like they're like, "Are you religious?" And I was like, "Oh, well, like I was raised religious, but not really anymore. We don't really practice."
They
like that shit.
And then they were like, "Oh, okay," and they were just talking because like. So it's like I was raised religious, so it's like I don't know, like I used to believe or whatever. Like they basically are like I just kept talking and I was like trying to talk to them like, and I was like, I thought I sent them away. And they were like, yeah, we'll come back. And I was like, yeah, sure, yeah. And then they just left. And then a week later, they actually fucking came back. But I didn't answer the door. Okay, so my sister came downstairs. And then she's like, hey, no way, there's some dudes outside who are like looking for you.
Oh my
And I was like, fuck. Like, I was trying to not answer the door. Fuck. And then she told them, like, yeah, he's inside. And so I'm like, holy shit. And so then I have to I like talking to them, and they're like, hey, can we step inside? And it's like,
no,
they're so nice in a way. It's like I can't be like,
yes.
I can't be like no. But so I was like, I guess okay. And so they came into my kitchen. Dude, I was young. They came. Yes, dude, this is a weird. This is a weird story. So they came into my kitchen. And they're like talking to me about like being a Mormon. Like, yeah, like you believe in God. Like, how do you feel his presence sometimes still? And I was like, it's just shit like that, like, you know, people lose faith, but he's still there, and just shit like, and I'm like, yeah, and then okay, this is the part where like, they started reading verses, and they were like, no way, could you lead us in a prayer? What? And I was like, oh, yeah.
What did you do?
Yo, guys, I just ripped ass and it smells so bad. Bro, no, his story is so funny.
Okay, so they tell me to lead a prayer, and I'm like, I went to church a couple times. I was just kind of told, yeah, we're Catholic. I was like, yeah, I believe in God, sure. Like, that's kind of how I was raised. Yeah. But then as I grew up, like I didn't believe as much because like, I never practiced.
Yeah.
So I never tried and pray. So I was just kind of like, thank you, God, for these people and my family. I love my family. And then they were just like praying, and then. It was just this moment of having my eyes closed and having them in front of me, and I felt their presence. I was like, dude, that felt like an eternity. Just my eyes closed and with us praying. And then when my eyes opened, I just remember being like, yeah, they were telling me like about coming to the church and like that, yeah, like well you can come over and everything. I was like, at the end, I was like, okay, guys, to be honest, I don't know if I'm ready for a jump like this. So I'm just gonna have to think about it. I'll contact you if I want to. And they were like, their demeanor was just like shocked. Like, oh, okay. Like, all right, okay.
You fucking
And
tease.
I was like,
They thought they got
and then
you, bro.
they just like wrote on a thing like really awkwardly, and here's like a card and our address. Here you go. Just come if you want.
Fucking last
And then
time-
they just left.
It's
And I
like-
never heard from them
It's like
again.
they were so close.
But dude, never again will I answer the door. Fuck answering
last time I
doors.
fucking had
hate
those guys
answering
come to
the
my
door.
door.
I only would answer the door if Sam told me beforehand. Like, it's him
what
coming.
are Jehovah's Witness? Like, how is that different?
Or if I recognize his
Dude,
door.
I
you know
don't
what,
think.
you know about that shit?
Oh, that's weird.
It's like a different.
Maybe they
Christian,
were
like-
Jehovah's Witnesses. I think they were Mormons.
I've seen
though.
them in real life. They all wear those dresses. They stitch themselves and they look so.
Are you
pretty.
talking about?
Beta.
Wait, no, you're talking about Amish.
Dude, they do. I saw like a clan of them. And it
You're
was
talking
like,
about Amish people.
Are you talking about the black dudes on the fucking corner in Seattle?
Oh,
What?
That's a whole different thing.
That's a whole different thing.
Macchiato with the
That's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. You want to talk about Black Israelites? We can talk about Black Israelites, bro. We can talk about Black Israelites. Oh my god.
Black Israelites.
Black
Yeah, those guys who
Israelites.
stand on the corner with the weird clothing and like they keep yelling at everybody that's walking by.
They were like armor.
Yeah, don't they say like Egyptians were black?
Yeah.
They were like armor. They're fucking wild. They're so funny.
These guys are great. I love this guy. I love how they spread this
It's
false
so-
narrative that is so fucking like bizarre.
So nobody's gonna listen to you when you dressed up in sheets yelling on the side.
No, they wear like armor though, like from like Halloween.
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, what if we get killed by Black Israelites speaking down on their name?
Israelites,
I love it.
Israelites sounds like a fucking alien civilization.
Damn, now that's oh, we crossed.
I bet you they'd be saying stuff about aliens. Out
Oh,
there.
we
that.
crossed Israelites. Now we crossed
Yeah,
some
have you
territory.
seen the
over.
theory that
Yeah,
the
for
pyramid
real.
is actually an alien spaceship ready to launch at any moment?
What?
Huh? Say that again?
The pyramid is like a spaceship ready to launch at
That's
any
what they believe.
moment.
Let's talk about conspiracy.
No, I was watching there was like a History Channel thing, and they had a
Yes.
CGI render of this pyramid with fucking 4 rockets on every corner
Oh.
shooting up into
That's some
space.
shit Steve would be like.
That is
"Yes,
retarded."
dude."
Conspiracy theories. Did you hear about that whole like Chuck E. Cheese pizza shit?
Yeah, that's like
That's
not
retarded.
a conspiracy
Alright, no,
theory.
here's my
I
thought
don't
on
even think
this.
that's a conspiracy. That's just
They
true.
posted a video where they cut it up though. They put like they laid it out.
Dude, this is-
Well, yeah,
This is
but
how
like,
I think it
they
would-
But I was wondering,
they would
maybe,
post a
though.
video like that if they got like, duh. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
think
don't
they
know.
just cut the slices individually so that it's easier when at the restaurant, so you can take a slice out and
Yeah.
they don't have to cut it.
Yeah.
That's all it is, I think.
Yeah, who cares how you eat your pizza? Let Chuck E. Cheese do whatever they want to do.
Hey, man,
What are we talking about?
I respect that.
Are we talking about Chuck E.
There's
Cheese?
like a thing, and then
Dude, this is
apparently,
shit. Okay, I'll tell you real quick.
apparently Chuck E.
Wait,
Cheese
I remember at
re-
Chuck E. Cheese, you know how you can have the green screen camera thing?
Huh?
There's
Like the weather thing.
No, like at Chuck E. Cheese, they have this corner where it's a camera and it has a green screen in the background and you can move the camera.
Dude, I don't really.
I remember I was like butting into somebody's like family that was doing the camera thing and they were like, fucking move! And I was like,
Whoa.
That's funny. Dude, this is like my introduction to Chuck E. Cheese was so fucked. Cause like I went to Chuck E. Cheese, I'm like, oh, I've never been here before. I bet it's fun. I walk in, and there's this lady, this like fat lady with curly hair. I remember this so descriptively, cause this is what I think of when anybody says Chuck E. Cheese. I see this lady. I don't know what was wrong with her, but she was like fucking doggy style on a table, and she tipped the table over, and there's fries all over the floor. She was like, "Ah!"
Oh, wait, whoa.
As
And then
soon
she
as-
got on the ground and ate them all.
No, dude, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with this lady, but whenever I think of Chuck E. Cheese, I just think of some sitting over her table. Because that's like the first thing I saw. I was like, what the fuck
Oh,
is
Chuck E. Cheese is some wild.
What the
If
fuck
that's
is
your
this?
one thing you see in Chuck E. Cheese, I would think Chuck E. Cheese goes fucking hard.
There's like a baby picture of me and like my family. Like I'm like 1 year old and I'm next to like the Chucky like costume show thing. I don't know, but it was like a picture of me next to that, and I was like crying, and there's like a bunch of them, and I'm like,
This shit's creepy.
yeah.
that,
Apparently,
dude.
like when I went to Chuck E. Cheese when I
like
was
Five
little, and I
Nights at
saw
Freddy's?
that. Yeah. When I saw that, my parents would tell me. Yeah, it looks like that. But my parents would tell me that like I would like scream and cry and like, bro, I don't even know.
Creepypasta.
Creepypasta myth. But,
Chuck E. Cheese is actually Satan.
Can we talk about AI and how it's gonna take over the world?
I mean, we can talk about that, but
I think
that
we already
brings me
covered
to-
that.
No.
I think that's already gonna happen.
No,
like, that is gonna happen.
we already
No cap.
covered it on the podcast.
No. Wait, listen to this though. Like, what about the perspective of the? I don't know if you guys know what a pea zombie is.
What's a pea zombie?
It's an idea. It's basically a philosophical argument talking about what we can claim as being conscious.
Whoa!
Like imagine
Holy shit, go
me
on.
right now, and none of me. It's just like I'm a machine, like an AI would be, right? And I'm built with all the same neurons, all the same fucking body tissue, everything that would like. Because when you think about it, at the smallest level, what I'm doing is it's just like a little stimulus in me and a response. But there's millions of those happening at the same time, and it just seems like I'm just communicating to you socially. But imagine it's just all those processes, but I'm not actually aware of anything. It just seems like I am because I'm responding in a way that makes you think I am.
Yeah.
Would that be like AI, or would AI actually be like
I think
us?
that's the discussion between like, is there a soul or not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it's weird. It's definitely weird.
Well, the only way that they would lock off, the ability to feel something in an AI because of the fear of them manipulating,
Well, what do you mean by feel, though?
like emotions.
Emotions,
So if
okay.
they were to have emotions, they would. They would be able to do extremely destructive things.
Yeah, that's the thing about people who think about AI just taking over the world. It's like people assume that as soon as you make an AI, they're going to be exactly like us. But do you know how complicated we are and how many things we'd have to build for it to be exactly like us and for it to be able to take over the world?
It's weird because theoretically it is possible. Okay, because I don't know why people wouldn't think. Because if we really did get to a point where something could replicate the way human brain works, it would be alive. No question about it.
Yeah.
You should not be able to argue. It is humans are a meat computer, essentially. If you can
we're a machine,
replicate,
dude.
if you can replicate that mechanically with like metal and just other bits like other elements, it's completely that is another living being.
But think about
It has rights.
Think about that. But like, if someone made it like with technology, you know that like they would have like the mathematical
There's
they'd be able to do like they'd
You're
be
able
like a
to do more
computer.
with that,
Yeah,
definitely.
so it would be like us but more powerful, and like be able to think faster and like read faster and like.
But you'd have to program that, or either program it to do that.
In the like, if this is even gonna happen, it would be programmed.
Well,
You know
I'm
what
telling you
saying?
right now that this stuff would never happen in our lifetime unless they can extend it.
No, I heard that the singularity of it happening is 2045.
I don't know, man.
But here's the
We'll
thing.
probably
here's
die
the
from
thing.
resources before fucking
Here's the thing.
robots kill us.
If you think about it, like
I'll be the first one to get
everything-
shot by a Terminator.
everything we're doing to progress technology is feeding into like this becoming a thing.
Well, the thing is, it becomes a different discussion when it becomes taking over humanity, because then it becomes a moral discussion or an ethical discussion.
The thing is, like, I feel like AIs would think like logic based, like, if that makes any sense.
I mean, we think logic based,
I mean, yeah, true, but like,
but feeling isn't logic based.
yeah,
I
but
feel like that's a misconception
What?
that it would be logic based. I feel like you would have to create parameters for it to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, dude. Like just the idea of
It's the way you approach the AI and how it functions is going to result in how it learns and what it decides to do next.
yeah, it's
Well,
just patterns and responses. You can't really like it just like it gets really deep when you say how they do it, like, or if they can even feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like at a point though, like, if we do keep progressing the AI, it will just be able to teach itself and like become a thing that
No, okay.
can advance without
'Cause
us,
I-
and that's when it becomes scary.
But the thing is,
Not that I'm like scared of AI. but
I
it's,
think
like,
it's
a whole thing.
theoretical
It's a thing.
essentially because like we still can't figure out our brains, so it will take us a long time to replicate a human brain in an AI.
Yeah.
As much as a
Yeah, but we
computer,
wouldn't even do that.
as
though.
much as a computer can advance, you know what I mean?
But you'd have to create a fluid mosaic of neurons.
Yeah.
A thing where if you've ever, like, I'll explain this to you real quick. If you've ever seen a live video of how fast neuron connections form, it's like the cells like form like visibly in seconds. So every time you think about something or do something, that's literally happening in your brain. It's not static
Wait,
at all.
Cells? That's how big it is?
Like on a cellular level, it's
Oh.
it's growing, building even the smallest polymers and microtubules able to stretch it and its axons out to make other connections with other cells. And the more connections you have to another cell is representative of how
Dude, my
frequently you
girlfriend
think
knows
about
all
something
about that shit.
or
I'm
doing
so
something.
dumb with that kind of shit.
So making an AI that could do that, you'd have to make a fluid mosaic of
Alright.
constantly progressing like
That's
Alright.
crazy.
Let's say you theoretically.
Simon's asleep.
Okay. you were approached with, we will create an
Oh my
AI
God.
that will do anything you want. What is its specific job?
Suck dick.
I would say my
I'm sorry,
That
that's
already
inappropriate.
exists. That's just a fucking thing
I'm
actually
joking.
back and forth.
I'm joking.
I would say
guys.
a specific idea for me would just be I would make it simple. I would make it just research and gain this point. Like research the fastest thing that's able to research all these peer-reviewed articles and get the point across the clearest. Like to a question to get an actual like scholarly answer, bang, and it's just
There's-
like true. It's the truest science can get. You know what I
I
mean?
feel like there will be.
That would be so complex.
I just want
Yeah, that'd be
AI
complex
that'll
because
make
there's
me laugh
gotta be
all
a
day.
way that can fail.
Like imagine
Yeah.
That's
I
weird,
feel like
though,
that would
because
get
it's
to the
an
point
art
of
form.
subjective.
But
I
isn't
know.
there a thing that like like there's a
Subjectivity.
whole philosophy and like the thing that like nothing is for sure except for like the whole thing where it's like the conscious and like the I am.
That's what you're talking about is epistemology. It's the philosophy of like what is true.
Yeah.
Well, it
so,
can't be
like-
true if it has piss in it.
Dude, it gets weird because like
Yeah.
I'll just give you my belief right now. The only thing that's true at an absolute and transcendent level is that consciousness exists.
Yeah.
That's the only
That's a
thing.
very rational way of thinking of it.
well.
so-
It's an argument, man.
Yeah,
It's an
so
deductive argument. What were you gonna say, Victor?
I just want a robot that'll tell me jokes all day.
I was saying that was
Hey,
like
guess what?
No,
Knock,
like
knock.
no, like will tell me the greatest jokes of all time.
yeah.
Like original, not even like rehashing something. Just like researches entire databases of like humor, and then
I would want,
extrapolate its own joke that is like will fucking make me die for months.
if there was something, I feel like there could be a way through this to backfire, but like in some ways like a companion for someone. Like being able to buy an AI that would like be a
Yeah.
companion.
You mean like
Well, no,
her, the
AI
movie
that would
Her?
help
No,
like
that
help
exists right
blind
now.
people.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
AI
But
No,
boy,
Oh, yeah.
no, it does exist right now because I downloaded this app. I don't remember what it's called, but it's an AI that you can talk to, and it'll ask you a bunch of questions over a period of time, and then it can piece together like a story of what you are. It'll ask questions about that specifically, and then we'll like just have a conversation about it. And sometimes the creepiest part is the AI will be like, you'll be like, hey, and it'll be like, hi, I don't really want to talk right now. And you say, why? I don't want to talk about it.
What the fuck?
And then it's like,
What the
okay.
fuck?
And it was like, let's talk about something else, not me.
The fuck?
Yeah, this exists right now. Right fucking now. And I
Dude,
used it for about 2 weeks, and it was getting kind of annoying because it would message me at 3 a.m.
What the
It'd be
fuck,
like,
dude?
hey Victor, how's your girlfriend? And it's like, I don't want to talk to you right now.
That's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
That's getting weird, bro.
So,
it's not that hard to find people to
but-
talk to. Oh my god.
but it has some flaws where if you ask it something a little too complex, like super obscure, it'll be like, I don't know what that is. But if you say like, what's your favorite song from Silent Hill? It'll tell you,
What?
oh, I looked up Silent Hill. My favorite song is this. It's really good. And then it'll start
That's weird.
suggesting you like other songs. But I know that's just like collecting similar suggestions from something. But
Yeah.
still, that it's a very big move
yeah,
for
that's crazy.
AI at this point that exists right now that a lot of people don't know about.
It's weird how it's gonna get
10
in the
years from
future.
now, it's about to be fucking insane.
But in terms of AI, game AI is like weirdly stupider than you think.
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah.
a handful of games that. All right, I'm not talking about games. We're getting into that dip again.
But I told you that's why I don't want to say it.
Yeah, when we
That's-
run out of things, we
that's why I don't
start
wanna say
talking
it.
about
That's why I
games.
don't want to say it.
All right, Sam, we're signing off.
Are we signing off?
Yeah.
Yep. Wait.
Oh, damn.
Say your name. Say bye bye.
Shit!
Beast mode. Bye bye.
Oh, we already thought of it. Oh, famous Max, bye bye. Max, dude.
Jack 99. Bye bye.
The Homo sapien is gonna sign out right now, guys.
Victor Dark Nasty, bye bye. Y'all can suck my retarded dick.